Before we get to today's interview, I need to tell you about our show's sponsors. First being Bet Online. It's that time of year again, and all eyes are now turning to football as teams are back on the gridiron to start the football season. As always, Bet Online is your number one spot for all pro and college football action this year. Get all of the updated odds, props, and contests, including online's biggest $500,000 NFL mega contest and the world's largest $200,000 NFL survivor pool. Open now at BetOnline. Head to their website or use your mobile device to sign up today to receive your 100% welcome bonus. Take advantage of their opening day super promo, meaning make a bet on Thursday, September 9th, the season opener between the Super Bowl champion Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. And if you lose, your wager will be refunded up to $25 for new customers only when signing up and using promo code NFL100. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to bet on all of your favorite sports. BetOnline, your online sportsbook experts. Also, exciting news, Believe is partnering with Play Action Pools this season to bring some interactive fun to the sport that we love most. You'll be able to get in on the action with our PlayActionPools.com Football Pick'em Challenge, which is open to everyone. Sign up for our contest, Believe Football Pick'em, at PlayActionPools.com, and then get your picks in each week. We're going to select the 10 highest profile games of the week between the NFL and college football. Whoever gets the most picks correct each week will win a pair of electric sunglasses and a pair of DC shoes. Again, go to PlayActionPools.com and sign up for the contest, Believe, B-L-E-A-V, Football Pick'em. And if you plan on hosting your own football contest, go to PlayActionPools.com today. They've got Survivor, Pick'em, as well as a cool sportsbook style concept called Build Your Bankroll. PlayActionPools.com, your new home for all of your office sports pools.
Welcome to the Believe in NFL Draft Prospect podcast. It's an interview edition. You know it's a Thursday, which means we're going to bring you some insight into some of the fantastic football players playing all across college football. We have closed the book on the 2021 NFL Draft, so we're talking some 2022 eligible guys, maybe 2023, really sorting things out, obviously, with the extra year of eligibility and players getting the opportunity to, gain back some of the time that they lost during the pandemic potentially. But I have here a young man who I've been really impressed with on film out of Tulane. He is going now into his fourth year a part of the program here with Tulane, the Green Wave. I got Mr. Jeffery Johnson, who is the starting nose tackle for the team. Jeffrey, appreciate you, man, taking a little bit of time. How's everything been going for you?
I mean, I really appreciate you for having me, man. But everything's been going pretty well. I mean, we just started summer workouts here about a week ago. I mean, so we're getting back into the grind and going into next season. Building that that depth, that strength, and just that endurance and durability.
Yeah, and I'm really excited, obviously, about Tulane. I know you guys had a young quarterback last year, Mr. Pratt, who did fantastic stuff, but there's some real players there on that defense. I was talking to you before we started about you and Dorian Williams and some really fantastic players. And Jeffrey, I kind of want to start this out by a little bit of a journey. I want to take you back real quick to Brookhaven High School, Mississippi guy originally. Talk to me a little bit about the recruiting, because I know you were obviously a fantastic football player coming out of Brookhaven. For you, what was the recruiting looking like, and why was Tulane ultimately the best destination?
I mean, yeah, coming out of high school, I probably can, probably can't count on my fingers how many offers I had, but I had some pretty high offers like Alabama, LSU, Ole Miss. But but what I was looking for in the recruiting process is really, a place I can call home, somewhere that felt home to me, close to my family. And I think another big thing was playing time. I mean, and that was a really big thing that stuck out to me here at Tulane.
Mm-hmm. I love it, man. And obviously it's turned out great for you. You were talking about a 3-year player who has played a lot of football, started a lot of games. Talk to me a little bit about Tulane, Jeff, because have never been down there. I've never been around the campus, but I've heard that it's absolutely beautiful and a great campus environment.
I think I keep losing you.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you back now.
All right, cool. Sorry about that, man. I'm gonna restart the question. I'll just lead back in, okay?
All right.
Well, Jeff, I would love for you, if you can, give me a little background as far as like Tulane, because I've never been down there, but everybody I've ever talked to about just the campus life, the campus in general, talks about how great of a place it is, the great atmosphere. Can you give me a little insight into just Tulane University in general?
I mean, yeah, I mean, great atmosphere, man. I fell in love with the place as soon as I got here. I mean, you just surrounded by so many people. You know, it's such a small community of people, such a small school, small campus. So I mean, so everybody's really close, and like just that fellowship, you know, and like just having a city too with Tulane being in New Orleans, of course, like just the city and the surrounding area is just it's just been an awesome experience.
And I have to ask, Jeff, because I know you're a bigger guy, but Mississippi, I know, has some good food. But being down there in New Orleans with all the great food down there, man, it's got to be a nice little environment if you need it. It's just some good food on the regimen.
Definitely. I think some of that good food will get you in trouble too.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And I'm kind of looking at you, man. And I mean, I have to admit, like, I'm watching you on film, big number 77, right in the middle of the defense. For me, the extension that you gain in the run game, the physicality you play with, how you control the line of scrimmage, just fantastic work. Can you talk to me just over the last couple of years about the biggest improvements in your game and how far you've developed as a football player from when you first stepped foot on campus?
All right. I mean, obviously coming into the college football world, you know, the game, everything's moving much faster. I mean, so obviously I have to adjust to that. I mean, but the biggest thing is coming in as a freshman is you know, learning the playbook really is learning what you have to do, like your technique and all that stuff. And I mean, as you get older, you kind of progress. So like you get to know the different offenses much more. You get to know read the offensive lineman much more. Just all these things to think about. You know, it kind of becomes second nature.
Mm-hmm. And I'm curious because, we talked a little bit before we started just about the pandemic and everything. I know it affected people in some very intense ways. Obviously, a lot of people lost their lives. And I mean, from a college football perspective. So, I mean, Division II, FCS levels, like most of them didn't even play football in the fall. Luckily, you were able to play a 12-game slate of football. So you were like one of the lucky ones. But kind of moving back a little bit to the fall, even before the fall, like the spring, when everything just kind of uncertainty swirling. Is there going to be football? How do you feel like you were best able to navigate it and the team was best able to navigate all the uncertainty around COVID?
I mean, really, you know, like you said, like nobody, you know, knew what was coming. You know, everybody was just like, you know, we were just there. So I mean, all we had was really just, you know, just picking each other up, just encouraging each other, push each other on. You know, it's kind of, you know, just like I guess like God and lead each other know that, you know, there's something greater on the other side of this.
Mm-hmm. And what's it been like? I know you were talking about, getting ready to start up summer workouts. What's it like just kind of be back to what is somewhat more of a normal routine, have spring ball, like do all that type of stuff? What's it like just being back with the team now?
I mean, I've been excited day one since we got back from COVID, and just day one just being back here on campus with everybody this summer. You know, we got a lot of expectations for next year. I mean, I guess summer workouts have been going well. You know, being an older guy, it's kind of become, I guess, gotten used to it. And so, I mean, I've kind of been excited too because previously, probably about a year ago, I decided to lose some weight because I felt like I moved better at a lighter weight. So I'm ready to see how I play, you know, at a lighter weight.
And what was that weight loss, Jeff? Like, what were you playing at before, and what are you kind of pushing towards playing at now?
I mean, previously I played probably like 325, 335, but I guess over quarantine it kind of took a toll on my body that I wasn't really working out. So I feel like I gained a couple extra pounds, so that kind of led to like just me being, you know, like not being able to be very mobile, like really move around and stuff like that. So I feel like I decided to lose some weight. So I feel like it'll be an advantage to me because I was already moving pretty well as a big guy. So I feel like just me being a lighter weight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm kind of looking at the schedule from this past year. I know you guys had a lot of young guys playing, like your quarterback, specifically a true freshman, but we're talking about a 6-6 record. But when you really look deep into the schedule, I mean, you had guys had 3 losses by 1 score, right? So there was a few games there that could have went either way. For you, how was that season as like a building block for you? And what is the atmosphere around the team now to use what momentum you had to be able to have an even better season in 2021?
I mean, I guess just being in the American Conference. I mean, there's always going to be those close games. I mean, so there's always been that atmosphere is like we got to finish in the fourth quarter. So that's what we're really looking for going into next year. Just can we finish in the fourth quarter?
Mm-hmm. And I'm curious from a individual perspective, Jeffrey, are there some players, it could be past growing up, are there some guys that maybe you watch a ton of their game, NFL guys that you maybe try to emulate to a degree?
I mean, everybody knows the best Aaron Donald, but
Right.
I mean, everybody try to kind of like take from him and learn from him. But also just it's really just since I've been in college, it's really just being able to grow from my teammates and everybody around me and just like learning from each other.
Sure, absolutely. And kind of the next step for you, I'm obviously excited because, like you said, I think you're a really good athlete for your size, and I love the fact that you've lost a little bit of weight, so now you can really tap into that athleticism. For you to not only be considered one of the best defensive linemen or maybe the best defensive lineman in the American Athletic Conference, what is the next step for you to be considered one of the best in the entire country?
All right. I mean, obviously, I got one more year to play, so I feel like it's really just one step at a time. You know, take it day by day, and just know what I have to get accomplished.
Yeah, and moving forward here for yourself and for the team for 2021 specifically, what are some goals that you have from an individual perspective, from a team perspective? What's going to be the perfect ending to your career potentially?
I think from a team perspective, I think you know, obviously everyone wants to win, and I feel like that's a big thing for us next year. Obviously, we had some previous tough seasons, so I feel like that's the thing going into next year. And I feel like in an individual goal, you know, like I've been able to increase, you know, just like my stats and like my production. So like, I feel like going into my senior year, that's what I'm you know, kind of working on, is getting that production.
Absolutely. And kind of the last question I had for you is, obviously I'm a guy that thinks that you're going to have an NFL future. You're going to have an opportunity to play at the next level. Thinking about that a little bit without thinking too much forward, how long has that been a dream for you? And what type of blessing is it for you just to think that in like a few short months, that might be a reality for you potentially?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I've always told myself, you know, everybody always says, "Oh, you're gonna go to the NFL, you're gonna be drafted." But you know, I was always on the humble side. You know, like like it's almost kind of like I was selfish a little bit. Like I knew that, but like I didn't want to just like tell myself that. But I feel like that's just, you know, just part of my humbleness. But like, yeah, man, it's been a lifelong dream of mine since I was a little kid growing up. You know, my sister actually played football before me, so that kind of made me play football. My dad made me play football after she decided to play. So I mean, ever since I stepped on the field that day, like I fell in love with the game. So I would love the opportunity, you know, just to, you know, take care of my family. So.
Yeah, no, it's a life-changing event, obviously, to be able to take care of the family and continue to play the game that you love. Again, joined here by Mr. Jeffery Johnson, defensive tackle out of Tulane University. Make sure to check out his film if you haven't already. He's big number 77 on that defense. Jeffrey, appreciate you, man. I know it's busy times for you, finishing out the school year and getting ready for summer ball and everything. But I really do appreciate you taking some time today, man.
I really appreciate you. Thanks for having me, man.